player's forces are under attack. Under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, I was muted. Hey guys, how you doing? Thank you very much, Onyx Stone, with the gifted sub. Alright, Demon Hunter, ready to have some fun. He is very strong, but not committing in yet. I smell a staff of teleportation. But there's no... Ah, there's the Wisp. There he is. Secret agent on the way. And here we got the staff and a circlet. Alright, HawK. Needs to have quick reactions. Demon are probably going to staff into the main base. And... it's go time! Militia called right away. Fast reactions by HawK. Does he want to fight this Demon Hunter? I don't think so. They're just going to evacuate the boys. And now, it's really not easy to deal with this Demon Hunter. He's just standing here. Menacingly. Oh boy. Alright, one peasant goes down. Leaves a lot of footies at the expansion. He's afraid of archers showing up, but should there just be 2 footies here? And that's what you get when you don't build an arcane in the main base. In the meantime, Kaho is teching up. Hunter's Hall, right? Yeah. Comes now. When we saw HawK in the Invitational, he didn't read the patch notes, so... perhaps he didn't know about the new immolation. Perhaps he just refused to respect it. So, long story short, what you want is an Arcane Tower. Arcane Tower, very good. Expansion is up though, at least. Demon didn't get too many kills, but he... oh my god, this Archmage needs to move. Bro! Bro! Well. Alright. Enta says Warcraft 3 2023. Enta, shut the hell up! Alright? First of all, you build an Arcane Tower. And second of all, you move your Archmage. Here's a wild idea. Don't stand right next to the Demon Hunter. I know, it's pretty outside the box. Anyways. That was a fast 1-0. That was very fast. I think that was our fastest game yet. And HawK still doesn't seem to be super, well prepared, I suppose. You have to respect the Demoner nowadays. I think once you see Demoner, which, you know, it's like 99% nowadays, you just have to have an Arcane Tower in the main base. You know? Simple as that. Unless you play one base aggro, then you don't need to. But I feel like many humans out there are still pretty stuck in their ways of old. And HawK is a really good player. Don't get me wrong. Mechanically super sound. He's been one of the best in Europe for a long time. But he has been unwilling to innovate and adjust for a long time, I'm afraid to say. Thank you, Reggae Rene, with the resub, and Philog. Thank you as well. So knowing HawK, he's probably going to creep green into this expansion. Now, just a little side note, or just a little bit of, what's the word? Theory crafting. There are ways you can try to punish the Demoner. So you know the Demoner always wants to creep level 2 first before harassing, which means he will almost certainly creep this camp. Either that or creep green, green. What that means is that as the human, for the first 3.5 minutes, you are completely safe. You can do whatever you want. Which means you could creep this corner expansion instantly. But since HawK normally doesn't like to innovate so much, he's probably going to go for the predictable green into natural. Which means once this camp is finished, the Demon Hunter can show up and harass the expansion right away. But, okay. Alright. Alright. I'm going to stop being negative, guys. Positive vibes only. Alright? We see an adjustment here. We have an opening into the main base. This is something I was thinking about lately. Humans, I think they wall off their base too often. Like, when do you really have to do it? You know? But anyways. It's a great camp for the Demoner. He gets level 2 right away. He creeps it fast with Immolation. And he finds one item and buys one item. Ooh, almost a deny. That was very close.
A player's forces are under attack.
And here we go. HawK going with the most standard creep route. And if he had crept this camp first, the expansion would be basically finished now. Cloak can be pretty good for the Archmage, I guess. And we see heavy creeping on the Demoner. Wants to get level 3 very fast. Normally, Night Elves don't really level Immolation beyond level 1. Because you also need Evasion and Mana Burn later. Oh my god, he's creeping so fast, dude. Creeping up a storm. Another adjustment, by the way. If you want to play aggro as human, Couldn't you, like... Yeah, couldn't you be aggressive against this camp right away? Okay, I'm not so sure about that one. Anyways, Demon got the level 3. He's got level 2 evasion. He's very tanky. He's got immolation still on level 1. And he's got decent items. Not the best, not the worst. Oh, gets the mercs as well. Pulling the creeps from the merc camp. And HawK's gonna be under quite a bit of pressure here. Arcane Tower is coming up. He's calling the boys. He knows militia support will be needed. But the thing is, immolation is very good against that. HawK running past the Demon Hunter. I think that's the right choice. Just ignore the demon and go for the backline. This is pretty good defense so far for HawK. Arcane Tower is going to finish. That means the peasants are going to be safe. At least against the Demon Hunter. And the Archmage doesn't have to worry about mana burn. Oh, Arcane in the main though, not finished. The demon is putting in more work. There's going to be quite a few peasants going down. This is going to be number 3. Oh, and more damage. And the demon are so tanky. 35% damage reduction from the armor and 20% from evasion. Very hard to bring him down. This Arcane Tower probably should have been a bit earlier.
A player's forces are under attack.
What if the Arcane Tower was like here? Would that be crazy? I guess that would be kind of crazy. And he just walks out. Just walks out. And, well, the open wall didn't do so well for him here. I'm feeling bad for HawK. This is not a very comfortable position. In the meantime, Kaho, he started the expansion. Tree of Life going to be finished soon. Tier 2 is through. Demon Hunter is going to need quite a bit of juice here to heal up, but he makes it back to full health. The double lowers are ready, and the Naga is joining. Ring for the Archmage. At least he's got level 3. And again, there's no mana burn. So, lots of mana on this AM. The mana with evasion can also dodge some hits from the Arcane Tower, which is pretty nice. But the mana is still getting drained in the end. And now he's out of mana. No more immolation. And almost, yep, locks it in. Surround the Naga. It's going to be a kill on her. She's only level 1 though. She's going to be able to be revived fairly quick. Good number of footies. Would love to see defend here. HawK has the lumber now. 6 peasants in the main. And on lumber, I mean. And 3 at the expansion in a moment. Tier 2 for HawK, though, still taking quite some time. If it was ready now and he picks up a panda here, he might be able to do some serious counter damage. But without a second hero, it's looking a bit rough. Wisps will have to be used here for the detonate, as there are plenty of water elementals to be enlisted. And he gets the Oh! Does he get the cancel? Oh, this would be a big cancel, or a big kill, I should say, on the Entangled, but doesn't quite get it. Water Elemental goes down. It's level 4 already on the Demon Hunter. Oh, baby. Might be time to retrain to mana burn at this point. 2 immolation now. But it's mostly the early game immolation that's really crazy good. In the mid game, late game, it's not that insane. HawK is trying to defend with the Archmage solo. He doesn't have much. Well, he does a lot of gold though. 2,000 gold for HawK. Unable to spend it so far. The AM again, struggling. Cloak will protect him for now, but the expansion is completely busted wide open. HawK is finally spending his money, but it's a bit too late. It all started with the tech being late. If the tech had been faster, if there was a second hero quicker out, and the lore is faster, it could have been a different story. But the late tech really hurt him. Demon Hunter still large and in charge. Oof, almost got the kill. Heal potion there last second, but the expansion is no longer active. Alright, we got an MK second. Finally, some aggressive potential with Stormbolt. But what can you really kill here? Goes for the Demon Hunter, but he's so tanky. HawK has to call it GG. That was a painful game for HawK. Very clear victory by Kaho. The next 2-0 of the day. And the Demon Hunter shows again how scary he can be. That means our third match of the day is coming up pretty fast. It's going to be Focus versus Kaho in the winner bracket final. I'm excited for this one. I would say these two are definitely the two big favorites of the group. Unless Soen has a very good day, but Soen didn't look too hot lately. So I wouldn't be too surprised if these two make it through in the end. But Kaho is really good in this matchup. Although, not so good with talents, I think. At least what I saw lately. I wonder what we're going to be seeing there. The maps are also going to be very important coming up. And Soen versus HawK, of course, later in the lower bracket. Alright, the players have to do the vetoes first. So we're going to go into a short break once again. And then when we return, it's time for Game 3. Kaho versus Focus. See you in a bit.